Hi, my name is Kimberly from Kimberly's Mindstorm, and I'm going to do a tag for you today. I am going to do the Make a Meal of It tag. This tag was created by Elena Reed's Books, and I will give her information below. So in this tag, there are 7-ish questions. The last one is just to tag other people, but you'll see how that goes. And it breaks up things into certain parts of a meal and what book they represent. I think this is kind of a fun tag, especially since I've been watching a lot of Downton Abbey, and they always have those really formal dinners. So this seemed like a fun tag to do. For number 1, it is a starter, a short story or a short collection of stories. And for this, I'm going to do Young Warriors. Now, this is a short collection of stories. They're in the young adult fiction arena, and just different authors have written different short stories. Some of them take place in worlds you may be familiar with if you read Tamara Pierce's novels. She has one of these short stories, and other ones are kind of in that medieval but magical realm. So they're really fun stories about strong female characters, some who don't know their own strength and come into that quite quickly, as in short stories, and some little chapters that kind of come in with the middle of their life. So it's a fun book. If you don't have much time, you can just check this out and read one story and then go to sleep or go to work or go to school and come home and read another story. So it's a fun starter. For number 2, it is your main meal or your main course. So for this, I picked a huge book, and that book is The Host by Stephanie Meyer. Now, this book is really fun, especially since I love aliens, dystopian worlds, so what's happening to Earth in the future. Because in this story, Melanie, she's actually running away from an alien invasion. Now, the alien invasion's already happened. They're here on Earth, and they won. So now what happens? After the aliens are here and they've won, the alien creatures are kind of parasitic, so they kind of go into your mind and take over your feelings and emotions. And we also see the other side of it. So we see Wanderer. And you'll have to read more about this to find out what happens. But it's a very interesting take on a concept that you may be familiar with. Now, it's a little bit slow at the beginning, so don't let that throw you. Keep reading a few chapters in and it will hook you. It's a massive book here. So it's a good mealtime book. Number 3 is a side dish. So a book that's under 400 pages and something kind of small to go along with your main meal. For this book, I chose the Harry Potter's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Now, this is a very short little book. It was let out after the Harry Potter series, just, I think, to help charities. So J.K. Rowling let this book out, and it's kind of like one of the textbooks Harry would have. Hopefully his textbook was much more in-depth and a little bit thicker. They are having a movie made and inspired by this book. Hopefully we'll have a little more depth as well. This is just a very short little book, but it's a fun book if you enjoyed the Harry Potter series, and I do love those magical creatures. So if you're interested in what somebody else's take is on those and more history book style, then this is a fun little side item, little side dish. Number 4 is the cheese. This is an oldie but a goodie, so I'm guessing they're thinking old cheese. But cheese has to ripen and age, right? Like wine, I think. And this classic is Pride and Prejudice, about a girl in a romance. It's just a classic. Go ahead and read it. Something you can relate to. Everyone can find love. Number 5 is dessert, and I love desserts. I possibly would eat dessert all day if possible, but you can't do that, says society. I do love the chocolate. So for my book, I've chosen The Incredible Journey, and this is one of my favorite books. It is about 3 animals. You have Sassy the cat, Shadow and Chance, both dogs, and their family leaves on vacation, and these dogs think they are left. So they go through this incredible journey in the wilderness to try to find their family, and it's just very sweet. The interactions, of course, you can hear the animals talking and their interactions in the world, and it's a wonderful story. If you love animals, you will definitely love this story. Years and years ago, it was made into a movie, which is also very cute. But definitely read the book first. It's a classic. So, The Incredible Journey. Read it. Okay, number 6 is The Coffee. So this is a book that got your adrenaline going. So something that was really exciting and you just were on the edge of your seat when you were reading. So for this one, I picked Uglies by Scott's Westerfield. And please forgive me if I pronounce any names incorrectly. Their name pronunciation is not my strength. But I love this series. There's about 4 books in the series, and it's about a girl named Tally, and it's in a futuristic world where everyone's considered ugly until they turn 16, and on their 16th birthday, they can go get an operation to make them pretty. And you'll have to see what that entails. Now, Tally's very excited about it, but her friend Shay, not so much. And I bet you can assume why. If someone wants you to be pretty, and they don't think you're pretty already, would you believe it? Me, not so much. I read this book actually years ago now, and I want to reread it. But I remember when I read it, I couldn't wait to get to the next chapter and the next chapter. And I really became invested in these characters. So I was like, oh, Tally, no. Or the other characters that were in there, I wanted to know what happened to them. And I was excited when they were excited. And if they got sad or something wrong happened, I was distraught. I wanted to know what happened after that. So I kept reading. So this is a really excellent series. So if you haven't read the Ugly series, check it out. It's worth it. It is such a good coffee break. Number 7 are dinner guests. So who would you invite to your dinner? So who am I going to tag for this meal of books tag? So I'm going to tag the BookTube couple. So that's 2 people, and they're coming to dinner. They're telling me about their books. Also, the little librarian, Fraser Shepherd, Little Word Weaver. I think she would be really fun at a dinner. And Bookish 4 Eyes. So those are the people that I tag for this meal tag. So hopefully you guys will do it also. Please leave your link if you do this so I can go check out your video below. And even if I didn't tag you and you want to do this video, feel free. And then leave your link below and I'll go see your video and see what you make of your different books in your meal. Okay. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Bye! Make a meal of it. I'm gonna have to do starter, main meal. Oh, is it still on?
Happy.